Hello and welcome to another Cube Draft. Pretty interesting cards in Genesis Wave, Terrastalon, all Living Dead. I think for once I'm gonna try to pick up the Living Dead and see where that brings me. There's not a lot of other black in this pack, so persons to my left should not jump into black. But Living Dead is an interesting card I haven't played with yet. And I'll play with now. There were 7 people in the queue, so I thought I had to rush up. I actually enrolled with 10 tickets instead of phantom points. Pretty annoying, but what are you gonna do about it? I think I'm gonna go for the Track Tusk. I mean, it's a great card to have. This is usually paired with green creatures anyway, or some acceleration, I don't know. But Track Tusk seems like a card worth it. What else could I play? Slaughter Pact, I guess. But black should have enough removal. And once more, I'm in green. Why am I always in green? Blue is another color you want to combine with Living Dead because it has cards, draw and discard. You can have show and tell. Red is another color, but there's only like 2 cards that you want in that. Mainly Faithless Looting and Desperate Ravings, and Desperate Ravings is a bit too random to work with this. But blue definitely useful. Mystical Tutor is in there. There's Thirst for Knowledge, there's Compulsive Research, cards like that. There's also Tinker. I still think that's in there. Ponder, Preordain, all fine cards. But blue usually isn't open in the cube draft though. Is everyone connected? Apparently so. Interesting here. I think Brute-Made Dragon is the card. As I said before, we wouldn't mind having red, we wouldn't mind having this. Maybe this is better. We just sacrifice all our creatures. I think Brute-Made Dragon is a stronger card. I wouldn't mind seeing Rocket Tar Pit, Greater Cargadon, maybe Reflecting Pulse, Scroll Rack, Sinkhole. I'll maybe play Storm Stirs. I'll play Genesis maybe. But Brute-Made Dragon definitely an interesting card here. There's Necrotal, which is pretty nice with the come into play effect. There's Deadbridge Chant, which is actually really nice if you can do this and then Living Dead. But it seems too random and it might even wheel. I'm gonna pick up a Badlands as a fix here, because I like having fix. Fourth pick, dual land. That's always what you want, right? Now, what I'm looking for: Borderland Ranger, Birds of Paradise, Nature's Lore is the name, Sakura. Those are definitely green cards I would want just to mana accelerate a bit. Coalition Relic, I guess. Bird Life, maybe. Depends what else is in that pack. Upheaval. Wow, why is that in there? There is a Searcher tomorrow. Yeah, this card is bunkers, but I can't swap out. I'm just gonna go for consistent tech. And I think Search for tomorrow is that or Mountain Valley. There's also Wood Elves, but currently no fix. Yeah, I'm gonna go for the Mountain Valley just because it fixes as well. What happens if I copy spells? At this point nothing, but it might in the near future. The ulti will never work. I think Mountain Valley is better. Here we have Cultivate and Fertile Ground. There's also Tell Knight Hermit, but that's when it's turned face up. And Gruuldra's Assassin, which is a nice card. and it shuts other people off of black. But apparently to my right a lot of people are black already and have been shutting it off, so I'm gonna go for the cultivate here. It's a nice fixer, it's a nice mana acceleration that actually puts me into 5 drops. It's basically Kodama's Reach, is that the name of the card? I'm not sure. There's a reprint of this where it's arcane. I don't know the exact name of this. I'm not even sure which of the two is a reprint. But I know there's a similar spell with the arcane effect. There's Dead Cloud. There's also Shrine. Inquisition. Inquisition might be better than Dead Cloud here. How good is Dead Cloud in my deck at this point? How good can I build around Dead Cloud? I don't think I can. We basically lose everything, including our opponent. And a bunch of lands. It's good if we can wheel. It's good if we can wield. God damn it, what's the name? Can't recall anymore. The one card that has suspend. Wait a second, Greater Gargadon. Out of these, while red is open, I'm gonna go for the bailout. Definitely a strong card here. And again, green. Goddamn green. Red at this point is still just a splash. I'm not sure if Bloodbraid Elf should have wheeled, but is it better than Moment Space in my deck? Yeah, I think it is. There's Elvish Mystic, there's Slaughter Pact which wields Lightning. Lightning is fine, but Slaughter Pact seems better. Surprised that actually wield. It's not a bad card, but I definitely want like Relic. I think it already passed, so can't actually get that. I'm gonna pick up the Rocket Tar Pit. We currently have triple fix for our 2 red cards, so and it even fetches the Badlands. Yep. So we have pretty nice 3 mana base fix already in our first 11 cards. Bloodbraid Delve into Slaughter Pact is actually pretty bad, I guess. But into Cultivate is fine, into Inquisition is fine. We'll see. Doesn't put it on the graveyard though, so living that. Yeah. Dead Bridge and did wheel. The question is, do I want it here? I think I still do. I think it's an entertaining card, we'll try it out. There's Misty Rainforest, which in case I do find a dual land I'll play. Fertile Ground Wheel, that's nice. So we do get some pretty nice wheels. Gathering Raiders I won't play, of course. But I mean, our Fetchland wheel, Bloodbraid wheel, Dead Perchant, we assume that Reshant would wheel, so it's obviously not that sick considered to most people, but it's a really good card. What do we have here? We have Eternal Witness, which actually is pretty good with Living Dead. We have Rampant Growth, which might wheel. We have Zenith, which might wheel. Firebolt is fine, as is Museum Mortars. But I think Witness is the better card here. Witness is really good when you just Living Dead. It stalls the early game, like you go Inquisition, Eternal Witness, Inquisition, block a creature, and then later on Living Dead, and Eternal Witness comes back, gets you back Living Dead, and just have the combinations, I guess. Wow, Ancestral Vision. There's Damnation. Not so sure about that. I think Lotus Cobra seems better. There's also like Damnation doesn't work with Living Dead, right? There's not a good combination. There's Troll Static. Well, I think Damnation is still the stronger card. But just brings back everything, including my opponent's cards. Lotus Cobra seems better. It's really good to drop. Yeah, in case I have one of these. Nah, that's not doable. But maybe I'll play the Misty Rainforest now over a Forest if you have the Lotus Cobra. There's Sneak Attack, which is a really fun card to play with. I think I'll actually pick that up. Like, the creature dies, so Living Dead actually becomes active. I still get tokens by these two, and I can pick up some other creatures as well. There's also Doomblade, Energetic, Courser that I wouldn't mind. But let's try Sneak Attack for once. I actually haven't done much with those in the past. There's Shriekmaw and Huntmaster. Wow. I think I go for the Huntmaster, right? I'm not sure. Shriekmaw is actually pretty good as well. And Farseek. Well, one of them will wheel, so hope the Shriekmaw wheels, but I doubt it. There's also Necrotalgon, so the only odds we have then is Bone Shredder. But Huntmaster seems like a good card. At this point we're actually splashing black a bit compared to red. We already have 4 red and we have 4 black. Wow. Kakusho has to be the card here, right? None of these others are even my color except Welder, and that doesn't do anything. Kakusho is pretty good to even sneak attack because it deals 10. But it's all about surviving the early game. Suddenly my mana base needs more fix, I think. By the fact that I picked up these. There's Bloodline Keeper. There's Zealous Messengers, but there's also Pyroclasm. This card is pretty good though. But I think I need something like a Pyroclasm effect. But it's pretty bad to Blood Braid into. So the Messenger is better, but that's really bad for mana base. Then we have Apocryphite. Mag is obviously not doing it. Pyroclasm, how good is Pyroclasm for me? Will I have a lack of creatures? That's basically the question. I don't think I will. Wow. Pinsir, nope. So basically just naturalize as a sideboard card, I guess. Same with Pyroclasm, probably in the sideboard. Dreadbore is a pretty good one. I'll play it over anything else there. There's Vored Stronghold, which is nice. There's also Lodestone. But will I play a Stronghold? That's a good question. Well, we'll see. I don't think I'll pick any of the others. Well, both the Forest and Damnation Wield. I still think I won't play the Damnation though. But yeah, well, I have Sneak Attack now. Yeah, I'll play Damnation. Definitely wouldn't have minded that picking up that land, but passing up on Damnation seems a bit hard to do there. Damnation turn after Smash Sneak Attack. Start going to town. Genesis is already gone, so can't actually do anything with that. So this puts 10 cards in my graveyard. Card at random. Okay, so fetch actually loses value because of this, but okay. needed for good effects. Chainer's Edict, nice card to pick up. The real problem is that Living Dead just brings back everyone's cards, so I can only play it when I have done something such as Dead Bridge End, and really have the commanding board lead. And it's not that I have an insane amount of hasters. There's Blood Crypt, definitely picking that one up over Explore. Well, in case of Chroma's Vengeance is the hardest card to play against. Then there's the Messenger Didwheel, but triple black seems unlikely for me. So currently we have 4, 5, 6 fix, 7 fix with Cultivate. Well, I think that's good enough to be playing Junt here. What do I still want out of the next pack? No clue actually. Just the good creatures, I guess. Maybe a Titan, a Grave Titan. Because he actually leaves behind 4 zombie tokens if I sneak attack him in. 4 spike, fully wheels, interesting. And Grave Titan with sneak attack just leaves behind 4 tokens. Wormcoil Engine leaves behind 2 tokens. Stuff like that. Domri Rade and Bogarden Hellkite and the Taiga. I think Bogarden Hellkite has the more upside, but it's our splash. Domri Rad, we have 8 creatures, just isn't worth it. I think this is the better card and hope Taiga wheels. It's a big dragon, we like dragons. See, dragon deck. We're playing dragon deck, people. No, Bogarden Hellkite with Dead Bridge End is good. Bogarden Hellkite with Sneak Attack is good. Living Dead is fine, but there's no point in me getting it into my graveyard, so... and just hard casting it, obviously, is also a possibility eventually. There's a Deed, there's a Fateless Looting, which I was talking about earlier, and there's an Inkite. But there's also a Bonfire. And the Twilight Mire. Like, Bonfire is really good, but can I play with it? That's basically the question. Is it better than Deed? Probably is. Although Deed is really good. But it also blows up my own things. Turn 3D, turn 4 wipe, turn 5 what? Track task? Seems bad. Bonfire versus Twilight Mire. I'm still gonna go for the fix. There's a Master of the Wild Hunt again. I think in the past X drafts I've gotten that card. There's Animate Dead, but as I said before, I do not really have a reliable way of getting things in my graveyard. I really do like myself Master of the Wild Hunt. I think it's a really strong card. We're still looking for some more early cards, I guess. There's Tooth and Nail, definitely the early cards, but there's also Terminate. Teen Street Hooligan I'll outplay, I guess. Gruul Turf, Might Wheel, Verdant Catacombs can wheel, so we'll get another fix here, but can't pass up on a Terminate, I think. So we have 3 early game removal, 4 if you can't Slaughter Pact as a 3-drop. The problem is that you can only cast it at 3 and then it hampers your 4-drop, so I might not even play this. Well, I guess I'll still play it, but I have to be real careful. And we get a Titan, nice. Not really the Titan I wanted, but a Titan nonetheless. There's also an Earthquake, which might be better. Do I really need this Titan? I don't think I do. Sneak attacking it in seems unlikely. It's double reds compared to Earthquake, single reds. But I think our early game is strong enough that we can afford picking up the Titan there. We have 22 cards at this point. I might play 18 lands, although nah, not needed. I'll just not play the full red stronghold if I see that our mana base isn't good enough for it. What do we have here? We have a Nickel Pulse, which you can't actually splash, I think. There's Sakura Tribuilder and Bone Shredder, wow. I still think Sakura Tribuilder is a correcter pick than Bone Shredder. Okay. Bone Shredder definitely is a strong card, as is this and this, but Sakura Tribuilder, fixing, accelerating, blocking, so it's a really good all-around card. Especially when it was legal, you could actually put damage on the stack, so it was even better. Yeah, cards like this lost value, but I understand that you can't put damage on the stack anymore. Especially with their wow. I'm gonna go for a miner. I think we need to fix. I think we need a strong mana base. Especially after they started power creeping up some creatures and made the standard format and so on. As creature based as possible. If you could still put damage on the stack, it would just make it less. It opened up development space. I'll put it like that. It gave them more options on what to do with their designs. So this is Cube Draft 31, I think. I have 3 in the backlog. Uploaded number 27 2 days ago, so number 28 should go up. And then there's that one and that one. Yeah, it's number 31. Wow. I guess I'll pick this figure. Like Pain of the Living though. Wow, Pain of the Living. Maybe Pain over this figure. We already have 3 early game removal, we have some blockers. This is a good AoE wipe. It's also Persecute, but Pain seems better. We'll put it in the 3-drop slot later on. Maybe I'm glad now that I picked Inferno Titan over Earthquake, because Pain is actually a bit better, I guess. Domri Rod Wield. There's also Wicker Wilder, but card is really good. So at this point we have too many cards, right? 8. Yeah, we have 2 cards too many. So I guess we maybe cut this and well, Bonfire Wield, come on. What are you doing to me? Maybe we cut the Inquisition. Or the Blood Braid, because it's the worst. Something like this. Because Blood Braid, yeah, what do you Blood Braid into? We're not an aggressive deck that wants a 3-2 haster. And the card advantage doesn't actually matter for us. Sundering Titan, nice. I'm not gonna play it, I think, because I play 3 colors myself. But it's not a bad card to sneak attack. Don't actually have, well, with Living Dead I have some possibilities. There's Catacombs, so I cut these, I guess. Then I already have 7 fixed. There's Stunted Growth, there's Nature's Claim, already have a Naturalize. So Stunted Growth against some control cards, I guess. There was also Chaos War, but the card is so risky to play. A friend of mine at Grand Prix Amsterdam Legacy played Rock Delver back before it was actually became popular, and he played a single Chaos Warp, and he lost like day 2 very late on. Wow, nice. Very late on, just because the opponents, he Chaos Warp basically, and on a Painter in response to a Grindstone, and the next card was just another Painter. So and he didn't know. It's not like he had a Sensei's Divine in top in play or something, so he knew. No, it was just random luck of him getting there. And that's the problem with such cards. Not gonna play these. Nope. Okay, let's see. Maybe not Slaughter Pacts. Not Naturalize Main Deck. Not a Messenger. Not a Blood Braid. Not a Stunted Growth. These are 24 cards. Oh, Damnation and Sneak Attack, obviously not. And this is a 3-drop. How many can we fetch? So we definitely need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I think we need 2 mountains. But let's first remove another card. I think for the main deck I do not want the bonfire. Slaughter Pact is good to have 3 removal. You can Slaughter Pact pretty easily, but what do you cut for it? That's always the question. What do you cut for the card? I don't think I have a good answer again for that. We have triple fix here, another fix here. So mana base should be fine. Okay, so green, red, green. Okay, so we have 5 red here, of which 4 consist of fetch. So I think we want 2 mountains at least. He suggests 4 mountains, which is obviously too many. We have way more green. We have 1, 2, 3. So I think we want 1 more forest. That's 7, 8 green. Well, 7 green actually compared to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8 black. I think green is more important at the start, because green actually opens up the other colors. So now we have 7, 8 green and 6, 7 black. And not play the Stronghold main deck. Bring it in against control. And I'll see you guys for the first round.